Now let's take a look on how to set this up so that I've got a, it's now ready for VR. Now I want to get it ready for 3D printing. I have to decide how much of it I want to 3D print. I could 3D print the whole thing, or I can 3D print just the landmass. All sorts of things that I can think about. Okay? But in this case, I know that these little trees and these things that aren't really items, those don't want to all 3D print at once. I'd like to separate those, and for sure, I'm going to go into my export view. For sure, to 3D print just the landmass, I need to hide this other stuff. So I'm going to right click, hide in view those elements. If you want to see what you've hidden, there's a little light bulb down here. It lets you show. You should hide all of your plantings because those don't do very well. I tend to suggest that people do their buildings, cars, and people all separate. So you do individual ones of those, even the little sign. This, though, is kind of part of it, and this is kind of part of it. You might want to do this separately, and you might want to hide these tiny little railing things. Now I've got a landmass that I can export. Okay, remember to export its file, export as a CAD format, and we're going to pick STL. We're going to make it fine. We're going to use that. I don't need the color. And there we go. And then it's just going to ask me where am I going to put it. I'm going to put it in my week 5 file. And I'm going to call this one landmass because I might 3D print other items too. Okay, what else might I do? I'm going to make a duplicate of this now. And I'm going to rename it. This one's going to be export building. So now I want to turn on my building. Just come over here, right click on, actually just select all of the building components. Maybe get some other stuff, unhide. Unhide all of that, come back. And now I'm going to hide the other stuff that I don't want to print. So I'm going to hide everything except the building. I'm even going to hide my rain barrels. So it takes a little bit of work, but it's not too much. And if you miss a little something, it's okay. The 3D print person will be able to fix that all up. Okay, so now I've got just my building. It does have some overhang that is going to cause me a little bit of a problem, but it won't be too bad. I will be able to 3D print that. So now let's export to a CAD format, STL. And I'm going to leave all that. And there it is. That's going to be my file name. So then I'll have my landmass and my building. And I can do the same thing for all of the little items too. Okay, so there we go. That's how to do the export for 3D print.